remember is we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Patriots going up against the Panthers. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down at this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Danny Amendola on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. They get 14 yards there and a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run. Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game. Man, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you, so make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Wait, was that out?
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take it.
What happened?
Shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play.
Why wasn't that a... on.
Just unable to complete it.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Just ignore it.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's Brady to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk.
Hold on, let me get my phone.
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Hold on.
And now a first down following that long gain. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So then I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. Now 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. They used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and short. Stewart is the lone setback. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady backing up. Still back there.
Hit all the time in the fucking world.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory.
This is already pissing me off.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he floated one out there incomplete.
What? No.
Able to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it.
He got it one-handed.
Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right.
Brady to throw on second down. That's caught at the 1. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch. Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
To the field, here come the Panthers. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes another player on the team, a star, a veteran,
2-yard gain
with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up.
That was nice.
Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block.
Okay, I was bad.
In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception, almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that we use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
What?
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They will go for it. Now Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get
Why
in the
the
right
fuck
position
do
to
I
make the
suck
play
ass at you?
and get his guys the football back.
This is not my fucking thing.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be
You're not fucking
He's going
sack,
to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Coney Ely in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Fuck.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Throwing now is Brady. Amendola catching it left side. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Who gets fucking falling?
Blunt, the lone running back. Brady to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone.
Of course, we're good defense. We're such dick on fucking offense.
They just didn't complete it.
Surveying the field.
Of course.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, a 7-yard
It's gonna be a fucking
touchdown
miracle for
grab.
everyone this fucking
And
league.
the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All right, let's try again after turning it over like, I don't know, lost fucking count. So let's just try again. And we fuck it up, then we'll just go to a different game. Because I obviously can't play this game because I must be fucking autistic. Let's try running play because we fucking...
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
What
but you
good
have to be
did that
careful
fucking
not being
do?
too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
To throw on second down is Newton.
Of course I do. I throw it in the triple fucking coverage.
Tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You know,
Anytime a ball's
call me
thrown in the
fucking
middle of the
Tism.
field, it's popped up in the air, I expect
my fucking
someone to
Tism,
catch.
like
Don't
I'm
know
on
whether
the
it's
fucking
offense or
spectrum.
defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. And the
Okay, good. Thank you.
tackle helps
Thank
lead
you.
to a first down gain.
We got
That one
first
goes for
down.
13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They
This
ended up
one's gonna
running the
piss me
ball
off.
on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found
You know
a
what,
way to
we're
flip the
just running
script
game.
and keep
We
the ball
also
moving on
intercept it.
offense.
Fucking pick it off.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of
Let's
play
go back
that'll
to
fire
quick
up the
suggestions.
defense.
See
Hold
what
them to
we
1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He'll hit Whitaker on the flat. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Red zone opportunity. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get into him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Throwing again is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
You have to be
Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining.
Oh my God, of course my dad fucking walks in and distracts me.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Why does he distract me? And then I get all the way to the end zone. And it's fucking close. Yeah, I'm putting down 6. Oh.
So after the INT, it's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there.
Oh.
Now that's staying ahead of the
God.
Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
I'm going to win this game.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, here's Brady. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
What?
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
I'm fucking speechless. I might as well just be a fucking autistic retard trying to play this fucking game. Oh my God.
Brady now on
Get
first
him!
down. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete.
He has all the
nice
time.
Gain of 21 yards.
Now some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways that sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as a single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down.
Get out there.
Very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
What? Panthers can fucking do this. I know they can.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Almost halftime.
2 minutes to play here in the first.
Dude,
half.
we're gonna have to pull a fucking like
Superbowl 51.
Like Giants versus the fucking Philadelphia
so
comeback.
7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Giants versus the Eagles. They just come back the whole time. And we're gonna break that comeback.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got it.
Nope, not happening.
Level
confidence fucking 0.
Before reaching the 8-yard line.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game, and the team is winning,
if they fucking
at some
score
point
here,
maybe
I'm
Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner. No one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan from 8 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Or any speed limits out there. And
3 touchdowns and
Glad I
a
wasn't the
couple
one trying
points.
to chase it.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
We're gonna fucking win.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return.
18. Okay.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over.
Let's not turn
on
over on the
offense.
first fucking
And
drive.
with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll
Exactly.
see. Do they rely more on the ground
Reminder
game
for
here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the
Fuck
guys
yeah.
holding the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence
Good
has
job.
to be shaken a little bit.
Come on, hurry
You
up,
just
time's
wonder,
running out, time's
is
running
the
out, time's
backup
running
going
out.
to start to
Hurry up,
warm
hurry
up
up,
a
hurry
little
up,
bit
hurry up.
over on the sideline?
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme
What the fuck was that?
arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find
He made
out if
it
you're
run his
great or
fucking
not.
route.
Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On 2nd and 10, Newton.
Here we go. Now he runs his
Dump
route.
off here to Stewart. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Hurry up, time's running out,
They
time's
give
running
him
out, time's running
13
out.
yards there
Hurry
on
the
the
fuck
play and a
up.
fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open
Yes!
field.
It's complete right side to Benjamin.
Calvin, that's what I'm
30
fucking talking
yards
about.
on the pickup there. And the Panthers are going to get a first down.
Calvin fucking
Now
Benjamin.
whistles
Let's
come in.
go.
We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
I'm
With
feeling
that
this
time
comeback.
on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I'm feeling this comeback.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was
let's
trying to get it that time to
slow
10
down a
again.
bit.
And that'll bring up 2nd
Do a
down.
running play.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
It's the Wildcat with Stewart. Artis Payne. And this play gets blown up.
Fuck it
They'll
up.
lose yardage.
It was a
Back
running
at the
play. How-
17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for
Audible,
the offense
audible,
today,
audible.
they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting play.
I fucking pressed X!
Jamie Collins. In
It's
there
over.
to
We get the
drop
ball.
it for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So as
I
the Sun
pressed
Designers
X.
rush out here
Why
to get
didn't
us
you
ready
throw
for the
it?
spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where
I
we'll
know it
check
is.
in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Early in quarter 1, with plenty of pressure this half and another sack. This goes for a loss of 9. Offense out now following the INT. Pass will be completed to the sidelines. And this play will go for 6. That pushes the lead to 16. Midway through the second quarter. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Collins is in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Hogan's got the catch here, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score.
Fuck is Hogan?
That pushes the lead to 23. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. The second half of Super Bowl 51 still to come as we rejoin Brandon and Charles in Houston.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up
Almost a
to the
30-yard run.
29-yard line.
Come on, we can do this.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Newton turns and hands to
It's a
Stewart.
fucking tackle.
He's going to lose yardage here.
These fucking post plays are retarded.
It's third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter. Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal. Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
I need to pause it real quick. Fuck, hold on. Alright. Let's get back to the game.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's
oh my God.
Take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will grow by 1 more. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And nearly another interception.
Oh, my God.
Ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in.
Yes.
That one goes for 36 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally,
I need to call
and they usually
real
bounce
quick.
back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From the 50, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket. To find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
To throw on second down is Newton. A little track jump, and he floats one there, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Time running out here on the play clock. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
On 1st down, Brady. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Newton now on second down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Hopping over the top. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 2nd and 10, Newton flushed out right. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense. Still third down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT. And caught left side, Olsen. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be 1st down, Panthers.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Newton eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time.